What is going on, guys, and welcome back to yet another brand new Major Brain Gaming video. I do hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. I do want to just say quickly, if you do want to watch any streams that I do, I occasionally stream on Twitch and Kick, both linked in the description below. If you're interested in following that, then you can come check us out and see what we do on live streams. But without further ado, let's just get into the video. So the first game I'm going to be talking about is Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Now, Nintendo has been releasing, well, pretty much a constant stream of Mario games over the last few years, and next up is Mario vs. Donkey Kong, or at least next year is the next game. Obviously, we've got things like Super Mario RPG, but this is the one for next year. This is a remake of the original that was published almost 20 years prior to this latest version. Notable changes are going to be obviously the graphics and the fact that there's going to be co-op added to the game now. Now, multiple players can join in and enjoy the game like we used to, apart from now with co-op, obviously, as I said. The main storyline has not changed at all, with Mario still going after Donkey Kong to get back the stolen mini Marios. It is still the classic game, but with enough new additions to give it a fresh feel. Now, I actually never played this one fully through. I didn't get it because back then it was, I was 3 years old, so I just didn't dive into this game. But I have seen lots about it and played little bits of it. Now I've got the game, or the old version of the game, so I'm very excited to fully play through this new version with better graphics, and also co-op is a nice addition. I probably won't be doing that, but personally, the new graphics is good enough for me to go out and purchase this game. The next one I want to talk about is Prince of Persia. Now, this is a game that I was really not excited about when I first heard that they're making a game, but actually looking at the gameplay that you'll see on screen while I'm talking, this game actually looks pretty decent. So the Prince of Persia franchise has faced a lot of heavy setbacks when it comes to releasing new content. But the newest game by Ubisoft, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, is set to revamp the series in 2024. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is set in Mount Oath, where Sargon fights against mythical monsters to help save the city. The game is a multi-platformer, much like the others in the series, featuring puzzles along with combat gameplay along the course of the game. The up-to-date graphics create a more visually modern game. This is a game Prince of Persia fans have been waiting for a long time, and it seems developers have delivered an awesome new title for the franchise, so I'm definitely looking forward to this one. The next game on the list is Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. Now, the developer GCS Game World is making the most recent game of the Stalker series, Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. The game is based in the zone, with players in the role of a stalker who shoots monsters and explores the weird anomalies created by the zone. The Stalker franchise hasn't added a game to its collection since 2009, when Stalker: Call of the Piat, I believe is how you pronounce it, was published. It's long overdue, but if the gameplay shown in the official trailer that we got and the more up-to-date gameplay we've had recently is an indicator, the wait is well worth it. So Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl has the graphics and the intriguing plot to make it a well-anticipated game for Stalker fans. Now, I'm certainly looking forward to this one. We have to bear in mind, it does currently still say 2024 release, but with everything that's going on in the world currently, it's not guaranteed, as this studio is set in some, places in the world that are not particularly nice right now, and it's not guaranteed we're actually going to see that release next year. We just hope the team is staying safe and that, everything is going as well as it possibly can for them over there at the moment. The next game is Star Wars Outlaws. Ubisoft partnered with Massive Entertainment to create this latest Star Wars game, Star Wars Outlaws. While there are many games in the Star Wars franchise, Star Wars Outlaws isn't a direct sequel or spin-off to anything. This is a standalone project with an original storyline. Fans play as a new character, Kat Vess, an outlaw who travels through the galaxy with her pet Nyx and droid ND5 while committing crimes for syndicates. There's a lot of shooter action as well as a ship sequences where players can pilot a vessel and fight spacecrafts, including the Emperor's fleet. It looks really cool. Star Wars Outlaws stands out with its unique elements, even among the sea of other recent Star Wars installments. Now, this game does look graphically very good. It looks like it's going to be a fun game. It'll be interesting to see how it compares to, like Jedi Survivor game that we just got recently. So hopefully it releases a bit more polished compared to that game, but I'm definitely excited to dive into this one. Now, the next game is the one I've been waiting for a long time for. This is The Wolf Among Us 2. The wait for this game has been excruciating, to be honest, but it will finally be released next year in 2024, taking place after the events of the first game. Now, if you haven't played the first game, it is just phenomenal. This is, Telltale's game, and this is going to be continuing on with their episodic design that they always do. They release things in episodes, and it's going to feature way more enhanced visuals and a captivating atmosphere that I just can't can't wait to dive back into from that first game. The story was just incredible. The Wolf Among Us is arguably Telltale's best game, to be honest. Personally, Walking Dead are my favorite games. I'm always tied to that one, but it's arguably one of their best ones for sure. So it will be interesting to see what the studio does with the story and characters all these years later. The next game on the list is just a graphical masterpiece, and it's kind of a sequel in a way, but it's not really. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, when I saw this first announced, it shocked me because we'd obviously just had Microsoft Flight Simulator come to the Xbox console in like 2021, I believe. So it was really weird to see this, and we've recently, even like as much as like 2 weeks ago, just had DLC for the current flight, or sorry, a free content update, not even DLC, as an update to the existing game. So it's really cool that in 2024 we're going to be getting a new flight simulator with better features, like when there's fires, you've got to get, water from your helicopter pouring over the fires and stuff. It seems like you're going to be dealing with like natural disasters and stuff. So that is one I'm definitely looking forward to. Now, next on the list is Obsidian Entertainment's new RPG, Avowed. This is gearing up to launch in 2024, and it's shaping up to be one of the most incredible experiences. Like, it just looks so cool to me. The upcoming game will lean into action while preserving the RPG systems Obsidian is known for. Expect fast-paced fantasy combat that allows players to cast spells and even use guns to take down foes and complete quests. Interestingly, Avowed also takes place in the Pillars of Eternity universe, if you didn't know that, as confirmed by Obsidian. So that's really, really cool. If you haven't played those games, it's worth just playing them maybe before this comes out, just to get, familiar with the universe. Good games, and I'm very, very excited for Avowed. I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Microsoft offered an extensive look into this game during its Xbox showcase, and it looks more ambitious than expected. It's easily one of the best looking games in not just Microsoft portfolio, but I think most games, specifically on console at the moment anyway. The visuals are just amazing, but they're not the only thing to look out for this game. It will also boast immersive audio that seems to expand upon its predecessor, which means you should definitely play this one with headphones, a bit like the first one, because you get so much more immersion with that. And yeah, this is set to launch next year, obviously, as well, and I can't wait for it. The next game is 33 Immortals. Now, this game we just saw fairly recently. I mean, I say fairly recently, time seems to go pretty quick at the moment, but 33 Immortals is a game set to release in 2024. Nothing quite has me hyped like this game. I'm very, very interested to see what it's going to be like. So roguelikes have slowly but surely wormed their way, into my heart. I kind of started off with roguelikes thinking they're a bit difficult, but started off with Spelunky and then things like Risk of Rain 2 as well. You kind of get adjusted to them, and I understand the gameplay loop a bit more. There's something satisfying about just like putting yourself in these situations, seeing what works, and definitely learning what doesn't work in these games, and then applying your knowledge over and over again to make sure that you do better each time. But 33 Immortals looks to bring us fast-paced roguelike action and couples it with astonishing 33-player cooperative feature. That means up to literally 33 people will be running around trying to survive in this game. I don't know how this is actually going to work and look, aside from the glimpses we've caught in the teaser trailers, as you can see on screen, but I'm really, really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a really different take on what we're going to be able to see from this. I think it's going to be very, very interesting. And I'm definitely excited for this one, and it's cool that it's going to be obviously on Game Pass, as I said. So, Black Myth Wukong. Now, this is definitely one that's been kicking around for a while now. We've heard lots of little bits, but we don't know that much still. However, it's perhaps one of the most epic mythological tales the world has to offer, and given it's being made by a game science, a Chinese developer that has done a lot of great things, we're likely to get much more authentic interpretation than if it had been done by someone else. So it's good that we're going to actually get it from a Chinese developer. It's their culture, and it's going to be interesting to see. So from the promo videos released in the last few years, we know it's going to look like an extremely good graphics game, quite possibly one of the best looking games we've actually seen. The Eastern approach to choreographic combat could mean it's the game that kind of reinvents these kind of genre of games. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't really know what more to say about it, because it's one that we haven't really seen that much more than what I'm saying now on. So yeah, but that's kind of the main games I'm looking forward to at the moment. You know, you guys will probably go in the comments and be like, well, what about this, and you know, there's probably tons more, but these are just the ones that I'm personally most excited about at the moment. I'm kind of disappointed by the list for next year. I'm excited for these games, but if you look at what we had this year with massive games like Starfield, the new Zelda, obviously, and Spider-Man 2, just those 3 alone, there's nothing in this list that we know of at the time of me posting this video, or recording this video, sorry. There's nothing we know of that's kind of like that big in terms of those, so we'll have to wait and see what actually comes in 2024. Obviously, things get announced between now and the start of then, but also they get announced throughout 2024. We'll hear more and more things, so I will do an updated list when we know more, and I'll talk about games on my channel. But with that in mind, please do subscribe as well, and like the video as well if you haven't already. But thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in future ones. Bye bye for now.